morning and welcome. This is Whole and Beautiful. I am Angela Oliphant, your host, and I am so glad that you all have joined me for another night of information, revelation, and change. Yes, it's going to be another great night. We are here, and I am here live with you just to speak with you tonight as just a reflection, information, revelation, change. So I want you to like, I want you to comment, I want you to share this broadcast with somebody else. Let them know that Whole and Beautiful is on. Let them know that I'm here and I'm ready to share with you all on tonight. And also, if you have any comments, if you have anything that you would like to share, anything that you would like to say, drop it down in the comment section, people, so that I can see it, and I'll answer you. If I see it when it comes up, I will answer you right here. And if I don't see it until later on, then I answer you when I go back and look at it. But I am so excited about being with you on tonight. It is December the 29th, 2023. This is the last Friday in the year, and I am excited about it. I'm excited about going into 2024. I'm excited about just having another day. I think about my grandmother at the church that she attended, and we all went with her. And they were talking about just another day that the Lord has kept them. And that's where I feel on tonight. It's like just another day that the Lord has kept me, right? And it's a great thing to be kept and for him to be with you and for him to minister to you, and you sit back. And I've been reflecting this Friday, thinking about the whole year, just thinking about the whole entire year. um I have some plans that I'm working on, some things that I'm working on, and I'm excited about it, and those things will come up later on in 2024. But I'm just excited about doing another year. Good evening, Linda. How are you? I am so glad that you're here. Hi, Dr. Paula Obi is on. Thank you for tuning in on tonight. I'm just excited. I'm excited about what God is doing, what he's going to do, how things are going to change, and how things are going to continue to grow, and how I'm going to change and how I'm going to grow throughout the course of this next year that is coming up. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be amazing. Every day that we wake up, it's another day, another opportunity, another time to say, yeah, I'm still here. So I still have some other things that I need to do. And as you see my shirt here, it says unapologetically me. And that's my motto. That's what I'm doing. It's like I want to just be me. And it has taken me a long time to just embrace who I am and to love who I am and to just be me. I can't be anybody else but me. So that is what some of the things that I want to do. But I've been practicing that all year, and I'm going into the new year still practicing that same thing, is to be unapologetically me, just to be who I am. Is there room for growth? Yep, there's room for growth. Can I change some things in my life? Yes, I can. There's some things that may need to be changed, but I'm going to embrace me. I'm going to love me. And I'm going to say, you know what? You're whole and beautiful right where you are, on the way to being what you want to be. I am not the same person that I used to be years ago. And I am excited about it. I see the change in me. I see where I'm accepting who I am, and I'm embracing it. I embrace it even more. The older that I get, the more I embrace who I am, and just relaxing, being me, being comfortable in my own skin, being comfortable with my looks, being comfortable with just me and who I really am. And some people, it's so hard for them to just relax and be who they are. And you are an individual. And you are a great person, but you have to embrace it first. Nobody else will know that you how great you are until you embrace that for your own self. You need to embrace it for you. You need to realize how awesome you are. Just like a line out the movie. Oh man, what was that? The Help. It's like, you is kind, you is smart, you is important. And that's what it is. It's like you have to realize just who you are. And what we have to do is we have to instill that into the younger generation. Those young people that you get an opportunity to talk to and to be around and to mentor. My grands, your nieces, your nephews, the little child that you get to spend that time with and to pour into in the school system or in a foster care situation or wherever it may be. Whenever you get the opportunity to pour into that young mind, pour into that young heart, those positive things to help them grow and be who they really are, it's amazing to be able to do it. Watch your children, see what their gifts are. You see the gifts early on. Watch and see what they are. And then nurture those gifts and build them up so that they can walk in it and walk in all confidence. And let them be comfortable in their skin early on. It's taught to be that way. Because if somebody plants a seed in you that's negative, a lot of times you carry it around forever. I talk to people sometimes who things have been spoken to them when they were younger, and here they are in their 40s, their 50s, and they're still going in that cycle of that negative word that was spoke to them. So we have to realize, hey, we need to speak some positive things into our children. We need to let them know that they are wonderful, that they are great. Do they make mistakes? Yes. And when they make mistakes and when they don't win the game and they do lose, you teach them how to lose with some dignity. You don't just say, well, you should have won and you should have got this. No, 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 no. If they lost fair and square, they lost fair and square. And just teach them how to lose, but lose gracefully. But then teach them how to win and win gracefully and with dignity. And not be out there, trashing people because you won. You have to have a balance in there. And kids have to know that they are important. They have to know that they're unique, they're different, and it's okay to be unique. It's okay to be different. It's okay, that your hair doesn't look like this other little girl's hair, or your hair doesn't look like this other guy's hair. It's okay that my skin is not the same color as somebody else's. I can embrace the color of my skin and embrace my hair and the way my nose and my eyes and everything look, and just say, this is me. This is me. I love it. This is me. I love that song too. If you get a chance and if you haven't listened to it, go out and listen to it. This is me. That song will bless your life. It blessed my life. It was The Last Showman, I think it was, in that movie. And when I heard that song, that had been my theme song for the next years after that. I still go back and I listen to that song, and it's like, it just speaks volumes to me. This is me. The Last Showman. It is an awesome song. That whole soundtrack is good. But that particular song, I love it because you are who you are. So embrace it, love it. Go and have fun with it. Stop waiting to enjoy you. Stop waiting to like you. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you're an awesome human being, and I love you. You can tell yourself you love you, and talk to yourself. Speak to yourself. The Bible even tells us to speak to ourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. Minister to yourself as you're getting ready to cross over into 2024. Minister to you. Have some time with you. Love on you. It's, people set goals and people do resolution. Well, I can't even say the word right now. Resolutions, or they be doing all these different things. They setting their goals for the next year, or they're doing all these different things. Oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Embrace who you are. Embrace who you are. Because I'm telling you, just because the clock hits 12 midnight and it's 2024, if up here don't change, Nothing out here is going to change. You got to change up here. You got to change the way you think about a thing. You have to embrace things. Like this past year, I have done some things, oh man, that I was just excited about. But I was like, wow, this was just a fun year for me. Even though we had some hard things that happened and some different things that happened within the course of the year, yes, those things come, those challenges happen, those things happen, and you have loved ones that are not with you at the end of the year that was with you at the beginning of the year, and you have all these different emotions and different things that are going on. But I look at this year and I say, you know, God, it's been good. It's been good. I went on some trips and I was like, it wasn't like I went out the country, but I embraced going on a trip and had fun, relaxed. And I hadn't done that years. I will always say, oh, we're going to go on a vacation. Oh, I'm going to go on a vacation. I'm going to go. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And never would do it. But this year I did it and I was excited about it and went back again, just just excited about it and had so much fun and was able to relax and was able to enjoy things, was able to go to some things and do some things that I hadn't done before. And that was exciting to me. And I started doing that, like even at my birthday, I would go to different places. I said, why are you waiting on somebody to go with you? Why you gotta have a group? You don't have to have a group. So I started treating myself to the movies and I would go and watch the movie I wanted to go see. Then I started saying, you know what? People say there's nothing going on in the city where you live. Oh, there's nothing here. Yes, it is. It's just a matter of what you want to go do. So I started finding out different things and I was like, I like the museum. Let me go to the museum. So I treated myself to the museum. And then I went to the planetarium and I watched the show in the planetarium. I love it. I love sitting in the planetarium watching because it's all like in 3D and you're sitting back in your seat, you know, and you see the stars and you see all and they talking to you about, oh, love it. So I went there and did that. Different things that I did within the course of the year that I am so excited that I did. And I'm looking forward to a brand new year to go do some more things that I wanted to do. I just love adventure. I love branching out and stepping out there and just doing some different things that I haven't done before. And that's what my plan is to continue to do that. I want to continue to walk in some things and do some things that I haven't done before. I want to be able to embrace who I am and love it and go out and enjoy like the corny things that I made. I love a good corny joke, and I like jazz music. So I was like, hey, go to a jazz festival or go somewhere where you know that they're playing jazz so you can sit and you can listen to the music. Just different things. I love reading. So I have got some books that I said this year I'm going to read those books. Last year I read some really good books. Oh, they were awesome. So I was like, yeah, this is a thing. Let me go and find out what I want to read and read some more. That's my goal. I want to read some more. I want to learn some more. I want to be unapologetically me. That's what I want to do. So that's what I wanted you to be. Is unapologetically you. Just be who you are. Embrace who you are. Love who you are. Cultivate who you are and be the best you that you can be in this earth. We only get that one opportunity to be who we are. So just be that person. Be the light for somebody else. Be the salt for somebody else. Be that word that somebody else needs. Be that hug that somebody else needs. Be the hug that you need. Be the love that you need. What you're needing from somebody that you feel like you need from somebody else, it's in you. Pull it up and embrace it. And because it's right there for you. But if you only will believe that it's all in you, it is all a part of you. It's right there. The majority of the things that we're out here looking for are right in here. All we have to do is just kind of sit down, be still, and know that He is God. Listen for His voice, and He'll begin to talk to you. He'll share some things with you, and begin to figure out, man, that thing that I was looking for, it's right here. All this time I spent all this time out here trying to find it, and it's right here where I am. It's right on the inside of me. But I don't take the time to sit and to hear. Just going, 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 going. Got to go here, got to go there, got to do this, got to do that, got to get this done, got to get that done. You running, but you're not really embracing you and learning who you are. Learn yourself, know what your weaknesses are, know what your strengths are, know what it is to be you, so that you can continue to be the person who you've been called to be. We all have been called to something, to do something, and to make a difference. You may be the person that's going to impact this other person, that's going to impact the world. Sometimes we look at stuff and we're like, well, we don't see ourselves as being important, but you are. You are. Think about the lives that you touch on a daily basis. Think about the people that are in your life, whether you wish them to be there or not. You have influence wherever you are. Don't think that you don't, because you do. You really do. You have influence wherever you are right now. You have to realize that your life is impacting somebody else's life. As I have told you all since day one, even when I was on the radio part, no man is an island and no man stands alone. You are not an island. What you do impacts others, whether you believe it or not, whether you see it with your natural eye or not. Whatever you do impacts other people. And you are not an island, and you do not stand by yourself. You have to realize that, because you don't. You don't stand alone. We need each other. We really do. We need each other. And when you realize how much your life can impact somebody else's life, and they may not even say anything to you at all, but you are making a difference in their life. They may be watching you from afar. They may never come up to you and tell you that you did this and it impacted me, or you said this and I heard you say this to somebody else, but I took it and I applied it to my life. You may never even know that they were listening, but they are. That they were paying attention, but they are. So know that you are making a difference. You're making a difference. Whether it's on your job, in your home, at your local church, at the local grocery store, in your neighborhood, wherever you are impacting somebody else's life, even if you're just impacting your own. So be careful how you think. Be careful what you allow into your heart, into your mind, because those seeds, whether good or bad, will grow. They'll grow unless you start trying to remove those bad seeds to get them out. But they'll grow. If you nurture that thing, if you let it sit, it will begin to take root in you and it will begin to grow. So what seeds are you allowing in your mind? What seeds are you allowing in your heart? What are the things that you're allowing to grow? A lot of those things have to be cut off where? At the root. Some people say at the root. You got to dig down in there, because I remember me and my sister, I remember us pulling weeds. And I know she's on here, if she's still listening. Yeah. We pulled some weeds and we had to pull them up from the root. And we spent the whole day doing this. We had bags and bags and bags of just weeds that we had pulled out, cleaning out this yard. Yeah. And the next day, we were like, ooh, we were tired. We were sore. We were tired, all because of pulling weeds. But you had to pull them up from the root. Why? Because if they didn't come up from the root, they would come right back. Because if you just cut them off, that people use their little edgers or whatever, and they just cut the top of that weed. Go ahead, cut the top. If the root is still there, it's gonna come back, and it may bring some more with it. So we had to pull those. We pulled them from the root, dug them up, some of them, because they were so far deep rooted that we had to pull them out. And it's a job. It is a job. But we had to pull it up from the root. Why? Because you didn't want it to grow back. You didn't want it to come back up. So we had to, and some things you got to pull it up, but you got to pull it up by the root. You got to get the root. And then sometimes those roots are attached underneath to like that flower. You want the pretty flower to stay, but you got the roots underneath that are now like intertwining with the flower underneath. So you have to be careful that you don't pull the flower up with the root of the weed. Sometimes that's what happens too. Because like what I said, we're all in this together. We're not islands. We're not by ourselves. Even those things that we consider to be weeds, they may intricately just attach to you. And when you are pulling those roots out, you got to be careful that you don't end up damaging your own self when you're pulling those roots away from the good roots. Because I was like, it's sometimes it's a process, because you have to untangle all that stuff. It's a process, but you know what? You're worth the process. You're worth the process of living your best life, and you can live your best life whenever you choose to. Not because you're going from 2023 to 2024, but because you wake up every morning and there's breath in your body. You have, like my grandma used to say, the activities of your limbs. You can move forward. You can go forward. You can change whenever you want to. You don't have to wait for the time on a clock. You don't have to wait until the end of the year, which this Friday is the last Friday of the year. You don't have to wait until Sunday night at 12 and say, oh, January 1st is it. You can start right now. You could have started last month. You could have started back in April sometime. It's a process. And whenever you choose to start that new process and to do that new thing, your new year has begun. Why? Because you're choosing differently. You can't keep choosing the same stuff and expecting something different over here to happen. You got to start choosing differently. You got to start doing some stuff differently if you want different results. Now, if you are excited where you are and you've been doing what you need to do and you say, hey, this is a good place, then how can I grow? How can I continue to grow and be who I've been called to be and just be even more of me for the world to see? How can I do that? And then start embracing that. Start walking in it. Start doing what you need to do. And you don't have to have an audience to do what you need to do. You just need to make a decision. You make the decision. You see what it's going to take. You see what it's going to cost you. You say, okay, all right, I need to work this out over here. Write that down. I need to work this out over here. Okay, and I need to do this right here. Yeah, these are things I need to accomplish. These are the things I need to. I need to do in order to accomplish what I need to accomplish this year. I may have accomplished great things in the past year, but this year I want to step it up and accomplish more. Or this year may be my year I'm starting. I'm starting something new. Whatever the case may be, do it, do it, do it. Go forward with it. That idea that you have, that thing that's been there all along, it's just been there, and you just know that that's the thing. Walk in it. And sometimes you don't know where to start. You don't know what to do. Pray about it. Write down some things. Pay attention to the people that you are around, because I can almost guarantee you that there's somebody within the area of you listening, and somebody who knows somebody, or you may even know somebody, but you just don't know that they do what you're looking for. So pay attention to those that are around you. You never know. That may be the person that you need to connect with. The one you're running away from may be the one you need to connect with. But you got to pay attention. You got to see the things around you. You got to observe and be like, oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that they did that. I didn't know that she was a part of this or he was a part of that. And that may just be the person that you need to talk to, so that you can go to your next, so that you can go to your next level, your next area, your next place, and to do the things that you want to do. And some of us may just want to grow where we are. It's like, I'm loving who I am. I just want to grow more and more into me. So then you do what you need to do in order to do that. Get up every morning grateful and thankful. Get up with some gratitude and love the fact that you opened your eyes. Love the fact that, hey, I'm alive. And I'm alive because there is more, right? There's more to do. There's more for me to become. There's more out there for me to learn. So I'm alive because there's more. I'm alive because God didn't let me die. He didn't let me die. I'm alive. And because I am alive, I'm going to make the most of it every single day, every moment of the day. I'm going to make the most of my day. Why? Because I'm here. Because I'm here. It's like, it reminds me of the song long ago. Man, all these songs are running through my head and stuff. Millions didn't make it, but I am one of the ones who did. There's a lot of people who didn't make it to this day, but you're here. And I don't say that lightly, and I don't say that as not having feelings towards because so many people lost people this year. And I'm not saying it like in that type of attitude or whatever. But I'm here still. So God, what is it that I need to accomplish? What else do you have for me to do? What else did you want me to do? Let me be quiet and let me hear you. Let me hear your voice. Let me understand what you're saying so that I can be unapologetically me. Right? Yes. And I am going to later on, probably like when I get off this show, this sweatshirt, this young lady, her name is Alexis, and she made this. I was on her page, and I go to church with her. She made the shirt. She had her website and everything up, and I was like, oh, I love that. So I ordered the sweatshirt and everything, and I love it. I love wearing it. It's comfortable, and it says what I feel in my heart. So after I finish with this show on tonight, I will put her information in a link with the show, so you can go and you can look in the comment section for the link to her page. You can go look at some of this the information, the what am I saying? The merchandise that she has there, because she has a lot of different things that's there, not just this, but she has a whole lot of things that you may even be interested in, and then you can purchase something from her. Okay, and then tell her, "Oh, Angela sent you." And she did not tell me to do this. She does not even know that I'm saying this unless she tunes in and she listens to the show. Then she'll see it. But she didn't ask me to do this. She didn't tell me to do it. It's just that we need to bless businesses. She's a entrepreneur starting out her business. She has so much to offer. So I'm gonna put her link down in the show so that you can see it and that you can go and you can look at what you see. You may see something you want to. But back to what we're talking about. We're talking about being just unapologetically you. And that's what I want. That's what I want my theme is going to continue to be. Because I told y'all I've been doing this. I've been doing this all year. It's just each month it gets better. Each month it gets better and better. So I'm wanting to grow more, and I see a lot of things that need to be dealt with here, but then also a lot of things that need to be cultivated here. So that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do for me as I'm closing out this year. I want to thank y'all though for all that y'all have been doing. Y'all have been a blessing. My whole and beautiful nation, I love y'all. We're gonna have to get some t-shirts with say whole and beautiful nation. Um, if you want to support me in any type of way, then let me know. Whole and beautiful at gmail.com. Send me an email or go to my page on Facebook, Whole and Beautiful. Yeah, go in there, make a comment or something, say something to me. Let me know what y'all want to hear about like next year. I got some ideas in my head and I'm working on some stuff right now. And we're going to be bringing in, some stuff. And I'm excited about it. But tell me, what is it that you want to hear about next year? Who are some of the people that you said, she might need to interview that person? Send me their information. I told y'all I'll get in contact with them and we will bring them on. But I want to thank you all for just being with me all year long, for the people who tune in and I don't even know you're out there. I don't even know, because you don't even make a comment. You don't say nothing, but you'll see me somewhere and you'll be like, I listened to your show. Thank you. Thank you for listening. For those who make comments and they put things down in the comment section, I appreciate it. I am so glad that you comment and that you say things, because then I know you're out there and I get a chance to talk to you. I get a chance to acknowledge you, and I'm excited about that too. So yeah, I'm excited about it all. And I got some numbers back not too long ago, and I realized how many people were actually watching, and it was like over, for that particular month, I think it was like over 30,000 people had listened to my show. That ain't nothing but God. That ain't nothing but the Lord himself, and I am so excited about that. On my page, let's build it up, guys. Go out there and like Whole and Beautiful. Suggest it to somebody else. There will be things that are going to be coming up to encourage you on the page to Whole and Beautiful. So go to Whole and Beautiful Facebook, or you can go to Whole and Beautiful Instagram. I'm out there too. And check it out. Some more things will be coming up, because I have to be more active on my social media, because I need to be more active as far as like mine Whole and Beautiful pages. So I'm going to be out there more and sharing more information with you. It's just going to be encouraging words. It's going to be information, revelation, and change, because that's what I do. That's what it is going to be. But I wanted to share this with you as I'm getting ready to end out my last show for the year, guys. If you miss any part of this, really, you can get it tomorrow, 4 p.m. It will replay. So let somebody know, hey, y'all miss Whole and Beautiful. Y'all can listen tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I'll be right back here. And you can hear it all over again, or you can be listening to it for the first time. But I'm reading another book. And this book is really blessing me. And I only read like a few pages of it. I'm really getting into it. And I want to sit still and read this book. I want to sit really still. I want to hear what's being said. And I really want to study and not just read it, but study it because it's so close to one of my books that I've written, The Shepherd, the Sheep, and the Sheepdog. Y'all should get that book. That book is good. That is a good book. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but that book is good and it will help you. It will really help you. It's not going to just help you, because I have on there a call to order in the body of Christ. But I want to tell you this: it's not just helping you in the body of Christ; it is helping you with your life. It's like order in your life, to get your life in order. Yeah, to organize things. Yeah, if you read it with the right mindset, I'm telling you, it will literally change your life. I was just open for God to use me to write the book, because I'm telling y'all, I go back and I read that book. I go back sometimes and I'm reading through it and I was like, this is all God, because I'm reading it, I'm still learning. And I wrote it like, oh man, had to be over 20 something years ago that I wrote it. And it was just a study that I was doing. And then it turned into a book. Everybody was like, it need to be a book, need to be a book. I finally found someone to publish my book. Her name is Ruth Griffin. Y'all can check her out on Authors Up. She is an awesome person, awesome publisher. But I went through her, got the book published and everything, and I was like, oh, this book good. Because when I go back and I read it now, even now, because I put it out, I think the book came out like in 2016. But I had wrote it. It had been written like for years. I just hadn't pulled it, but I pulled it out and I didn't put everything in there that I studied, because it would have been a huge book. But I put the main points. I was like praying, asking God, and He showed me, and I put the main things in the book. And then I can go back right now, pick up that book and read it, and I will tell you, oh my Lord, it ministers to me every time I pick it up. Every time I read, I can read like that first paragraph and be like, oh my God. It just starts stirring in my mind and in my heart, and I see so much. So if you have the opportunity, go on out there to Amazon. You can type my name in. You can contact me, whole and beautiful, at gmail.com, and say, hey, I want that book. Yeah. And we will work it out and get you a copy. Yes, we will. Because I'm telling you, it'll bless your life. But I'm reading the book right now. And in the book, it says, and this is not my book. This is another book. But this book reminds me of my book. That's why I was like, oh my. And then it's a doctor that did the book. Come on now. Yes. Get the book, The Shepherd, the Sheepdog. Get the book. I'm telling you guys, and I'm leaning over here like but anyway, get the book. Get the book. You can go and you can see it on Amazon. And like I said, you can send me an email. Okay. We'll work it out. It's a good book though. It really is. It'll bless your life. But the book that I'm reading right now, I read this in here and I was like, oh, let me share this with y'all before I get ready to go. It says in here, a truly powerful life isn't one, it's cultivated. A truly powerful life is not one, but it is cultivated. So I looked up one, and it's like to be successful or victorious, to acquire or secure as a result of a contest, a conflict, or endeavor, something like that. But to cultivate is to prepare and use that land for crops or gardening, to acquire or develop. And it made me think about scripture where in the scripture, the Lord was saying, we need to break up our own fallow ground. You have to break up that ground because you can't plant no seed on the hard ground. You got to break it up. So that land has to be cultivated. And I thought about my granddad and how he would go out, and my sister would go out there with him, but he would plow that ground and plow that ground, and they would go and breaking up all that dirt. Why? The soil had to be ready to receive the seed. Everything had to be cultivated. You have to cultivate it. So, if you want your life to be powerful and you want it to be amazing and to be awesome, you got to cultivate it. It's not something that I'm trying to win. I'm not fighting with you and competing against you so I can have a better life. I need to cultivate my own heart, cultivate my own ground, nurture those gifts in me, stir them up and nurture them. Because just like a baby, you would give that baby a bottle and you making sure that the baby have the right milk, because some milk disagree with other babies. So you make sure that they have the right milk and the right foods so that they can grow and be strong and move forward. You have to do that with yourself. You got to cultivate you so you can be unapologetically you. You got to cultivate. It's not a matter of winning something. I'm not out in this race trying to win who I am, trying to win this successful life. I want trying to beat other people up to get to the top of this ladder. No, I just need to cultivate the gifts on the inside of me. I just need to cultivate who I am. And that means I need to sit down. I need to be still. I need to hear. I need to watch me. I need to know, because if we really sit down with ourselves, we know what our gifts are. Sometimes we cover them up. Sometimes we don't want it to be what we thinking it is. I don't want to do that. But I'm telling you, if you would just embrace your gift, embrace who you are, you don't have to be somebody else to be successful. You just have to be you. So cultivate you. Cultivate you. In 2024, and even in 2023, these last few days, start cultivating you. Start loving on you. Cultivate your gifts and watch them grow and flourish and watch you become unapologetically you. Guys, that's what I have for you tonight. I hope that you enjoyed this show on tonight. I hope that it ministered to your heart. I hope that y'all will be with me full force going into 2024. My whole and beautiful nation. Like I said, we got to get us some t-shirts. So I got to come up with a design and everything. Yes. So we can get y'all some t-shirts. So we can get on here together and I can have some of my whole and beautiful nation show up on the show with me. How about that? Y'all have the most amazing weekend. Enjoy yourself and enjoy your family. Reflect. If you're going through something and you're going through a grieving process, allow that grieving to happen. Don't fight it off. Embrace your emotions, but then know you can continue to go forward, okay? It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right, okay? Y'all have the most amazing weekend. Have the most amazing night. And tomorrow, have a great day also, okay? And I will see you right back here in 2024. Fridays, 7 p.m. Whole and Beautiful be right back, okay? I am Angela Oliphant, allowing you to see, hear, and know that Whole and Beautiful is not just your destination, guys. It is most definitely your journey. Come on that journey with me this year. 2024, Whole and Beautiful Nation. Love you guys. Good night.